It's Kambada, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the #1 and most truest source for hip-hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
YouTube, salute. Here with my open discussion debate. We have Outkast out of Atlanta, ATL, versus UGK, Underground Kings, out of Texas. So let's get started. So if you're new to my channel, please thumbs up the video, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. That link is in the description. And check out, I have some new interviews with J. Ruda Damager, Beat Out the God, and John Connor. You can check that in the interview playlist. All right, so let's start with the Underground Kings. So their first album came out November 10th, 1992. Too Hard to Swallow. Dope album. You never checked it out, please check it out. Super Tight. That came out August 30th, 1994. That was a nice album too. Still on Jive Records. So it was releasing stuff on Jive. Their third album. This is what actually got them a lot of attention. This album almost went platinum, but it's gold still to this day. Riding Dirty, that came out in 1996. I remember that album too because I actually picked that album up when I was in high school. Dope album, dope album. And it actually debuted #2 on the R&B Billboard charts. Their second album, Dirty Money, came out in 2001. This is right when Pimp C went to prison. This album go to their fourth album, Underground Kings. This is right when Pimp C came out of prison. They made their fifth album, 2007. That one gold too. So they had 3 back-to-back and back gold albums. So their last album, UGK for Life, 2009. The album didn't really do too much, but rest in peace to Pimp C. They had some compilation albums, Lost Tracks, Side Hustles, Best of UGK, UGK Chopped and Screwed. That came out in 2002, 2003. Some mixtapes came out before they dropped albums. The Southern Way in 1992 and Band in 1992. That's people that's hardcore, Port Arthur, Texas. Some great singles, like I said, Front, Back, Side to Side. You had One Day, Pimp Ain't No Illusion, The Game Belongs to Me, etc., etc., etc. They appeared on, Big Pimpin' with Jay-Z in 1999. That actually got them some mainstream exposure right there. Sipping on Some Syrup with 3 6 Mafia, T.I. on his album King in 2006. A lot of great guest appearances with Master P, Silk the Shocker, Too Short, Scarface, C Murder, Fiend, Selly Cell, Little O, Spice One, of course Outkast, we're talking about them, Ludacris, Twista, Ace Deuce, Pastor Troy, Little Flip, E40, Dizzy Rascal, Talib Kweli, yes y'all, Slim Thug, Big Crit, ASAP Rocky, even Big Boy put him on the track in 2012. So shout out to UGK. So let's go to Outkast. Let's break down Outkast. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. That album came out in April 26, 1994. Oh my God, that album right there. That album was a damn classic, man. That album went platinum. Love that album right there. It debuted #2 on the U.S. R&B charts, 20 in the U.S. That was on The Face at that time, The Face Records. Then a second album was a classic too. And you know what? I didn't really like the second album too much until I had to kind of listen to it like years. It took me a long time to really say, okay, this album is tight. ATLiens, that came out right. That album came out right when school started back for me, I remember. So that album went 2 times platinum. It debuted #1 in the U.S. Billboard for the U.S. R&B. Great album. Aquemini, 1998, September. Their third album, that went 2 times platinum. When Aquemini came out, you know what? It was a couple of albums came out that day. Jay-Z, The Hard Knock Life Volume 2 came out that day. Brand Nubian dropped the Foundation came out that day. So they did their thing, but Jay-Z won the #1 chart and they won. I mean, they got it #2 on the charts. Stank on Ya, that came out in 2000. I was in the Navy at that time, October 31st. I'll never forget when that album came out. The album went 4 times platinum. You saw the transformation of Dre and Big Boy. Speaker Box, The Love Below went diamond. A lot of people don't know that. That album went diamond, y'all. That came out in 2003. That was a double CD. One side for Big Boy, one side for Dre. Out a while, that soundtrack went platinum, whatever. They did different, great singles. Players Ball, a lot of people know them for that. Get Up, Get Out, that's how they introduced Goody Mob, Elevators, Me and You, Yo Mama and Your Cousin Do, ATLiens, Rosa Parks. That was a controversial song right there. They even featured Raekwon, Screwed on a Barbie, The Art of Storytelling featuring Slick Rick. I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! They brought out Killer Mike on The Whole World, Land of a Million Drums, Sleepy Brown, The Way You Move. So many dope songs, man. So many dope songs. They did songs, like I said, with Cool Breeze, Watch for the Hook. A lot of people forget about that. You get DJ Drama, Our Story Church Part 4. That was on the Gangsta Grills album in 2008. Songs with Monica, Lenny Kravitz, UGK, CeeLo, TLC, Slim Calhoun, Witch Doctor, A-Ball MJG, Snoop Dogg, Tash, Be Real, Feel the Agony. Tash from the Alkaholiks, if you didn't know who that is. So, like I said, man, now let's break it down. UGK, they got that street G-Funk style with the twist of some blues. And you can tell, like I said, that Texas it has a lot of heat. And it has a lot of heat that a lot of people can't really understand unless you're really from the South like that. And they bring a different aspect of what a lot of people don't have. UGK, Underground Kings, are the pioneers as far as like groups that come up with that type of street life. We know Ghetto Boys came out of Texas, don't get me wrong. But UGK, their own lane of how they tell their stories and really being, they're giving you this different direction. They're giving you their own perspective of the streets, mixing in with the pimp, style. Now, Outkast, 3 Stacks, Big Boy. You saw the transformation, the metamorphosis of they was wearing Atlanta Braves jerseys in 1994. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. They had the Lacks, the Cadillacs. They had the braids. They had the waves. The Kangos. They was rocking with the Nike Cortez. We in the Benz or a Beam. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of people don't remember that type of stuff. Then you saw another, step up when they went to ATLiens. So from there, people looking like, why are they on this weird style? They was talking about ATLiens. Let me give you my perspective about ATLiens. They are the aliens in Atlanta. The connection of African culture comes through the South. That's what they was talking about. Then you see 3 Stacks taking on this type of Jimi Hendrix role, moving forward with the albums, and people consider him to be one of the best lyricists of all time. But he even considered Big Boy a better rapper than him. To me, I think they on the same side of the coin. I mean, it doesn't matter who you choose. Pimp C, Bun B. I mean, to me, I felt Pimp C was better than Bun B. And I love Bun B, don't get me wrong. But, the argument can be argued with that. Now, which group is better? I feel like Outkast has more the mainstream. They want more mainstream as far as hits on the mainstream level. But if I figure that if you go on street grind and people want to hear that real G-Funk, you got to give it to Underground Kings, UGK, because they're going to give you that. Now, both groups have messages in all their songs, and they always, saying some real shit. Bun B got lyrics, y'all. He's a wordsmith. He's been on songs with Petey Crack. He's been on songs, like I said, Talib Kweli. He's been on songs with Benny Siegel. He's been on songs with like some of the best, man. So you seen Bun B can get with the best out there, and that's always a good thing. Um, Outkast, you see them say some of the best things, and like I said, Outkast helped Atlanta get to where they at right now. For real, Outkast put Atlanta on the map. You wouldn't have the Goody Mobs. You wouldn't have the groups like Future, Migos, all these other people that came out the South right now. T.I., Ludacris. No, Outkast put AT on the map. Now UGK didn't put Texas on the map because that was more of the ghetto boys, but they actually created their own lane in Texas that people respected everything they did. That people from the Midwest, people from California, the West Coast respected them. Even people on the East Coast in New York respect UGK because who they are, and they created their lane. That their lane has this versatility that anybody can actually, you know, that everybody resonates with. So I can't pick a winner, but if I'm gonna go, I go mainstream Outkast. Outkast is more mainstream, but as far as street credibility, I'm gonna give it more with UGK. Outkast is a global icon. UGK street icon, even globally, but they're more street icon. Let me know who you think. Who you think is a better group? Please just let me know. Post your comments below. Hoax smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, Black Power.